All right, Shalom. First, I want to start by saying all praises and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, the abundance to the elder apostles, the great millstone who rule well, and who have taught us knowledge. Honest salutations to you fellow laborers out there doing the work week in and week out, pushing the words of truth according to the scriptures. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. This is the brother Hadab from the GMS Harbor of Faith, and today's video is just a short video, but it was something I was meditating upon as I was traveling back from visiting or fellowshipping with the Chicago Akim, the elders in Akim up there. I was attending their live show, and as I was coming back, I was just meditating in the spirit, about Esau's rulership, and how the Most High is bringing his rulership down, and there's nothing he can do about it. And that's what inspired me to do this short video lesson. And Lord willing, this video lesson is edifying. So without any further ado, I entitled it "Seeing His Days Are Determined," and it's based on Job, the 14th chapter, which I'm going to get. His days are determined by the Most High Heavenly Father, as far as his, meaning Esau, Edom. All right. It says, Job 14:5, it says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." So, when you look up the word determined, which I got pulled up on the online etymology dictionary, the word determined, it says, determined, an adjective, bound, limited, restricted. It says decided. Yeah, and that's on point. The Most High have set a bound or boundary, or he limited, all right, the duration of Esau's kingdom. All right, he restricted it. This man's continuation of his society. All right, and he cannot go beyond that. Excuse me. All right, he cannot go beyond that, which he think he can. All right, but it's going to be a very sore reminder that he can't. All right, this is the blue letter. The word determine. It's the Hebrew word charatazah. It says to cut, sharpen, decide, decree, determine, main, move, be decisive, be mutilated. To cut, mutilate, to sharpen, to decide, to be decisive. So, hey, the Most High have decided. All right, he have decided your bounds that you cannot pass, Esau. And what Esau thinks in his mind is that he's going to continue to rule, all right, from generation to generation, all right, meaning he's going to rule forever. That's what he thinks in his mind, all right. And the scriptures clearly tell you how he thinks about rulership, right? This is Psalms 49:11. It says their inward thought, yeah, the Edomites' inward thought, right? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that the dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, when these Edomites, when these devils took us down or took over our lands that we possess, they put the names, they changed the names, Shalakia. They changed the names, all right, of the land, and called them after their own names. That's how you get the word America, all right, from Amerigo Vespucci, all right. And it was no longer our land. Even when you go to some little towns and cities, right? They use little broken forms of our language to, call a city, all right, to name a city. And to let you know that um, the people that inhabited the land first, they no longer have control of the land, all right? And that's the reason why he does that. Leave up a sign here and there, but it's changed. The word is changed around. It's not even our original tongue. All right, he names it how he names it, like kind of like when he brought the Southern Kingdom over here on slave ships. And the handbill said "find Hebrews" instead of saying "find Hebrews," because Esau really illiterate like that, man. All right, he's a moron, man. He just I have the same issue on the plant. I go to the plantation to make my money, and shit, they'll try to pronounce your slave name how they want to pronounce it, and I quickly correct them devils. All right, don't just fucking call me anything. All right, this is how you say it, But anyways, not to get sidetracked. These devils really think they're gonna continue forever. All right, and they've been put in power by the Most High. They got their military. They get Esau has weaponry. His sword. Which is his blessing. The missiles on down to the gun. Excuse me. He has those things, and he's so far up his own ass that he think that there's no way he's gonna come down. All right. This how much this how much puffed up in pride Esau is. All right, the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah the 49th chapter, it says about Esau, right? Concerning Esau Edom, it says that his terribleness, all right, have deceived him. It said the pride of his heart had deceived him as well. Obadiah is another one, all right? Because this devil is so much full of his pride that he thinks that he's going to remain in power and no one can bring him down. All right? And it's befitting because Esau is the modern day Pharaoh. He's comparable unto Pharaoh of old. Because this place is called title of this place is Sodom in Egypt. All right, it's spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. And that would make Esau the Pharaoh. And what happened to Pharaoh? The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. Let's get that real quick. The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. All right, let's go to it. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. It's one of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. It clearly says it kind of right here. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 16 and 15, it says, "The Lord hardened Pharaoh, that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world." So the Most High, the one that hardened Pharaoh's heart, meaning his mind, all right, to not let the children of Israel go. Same thing going on with Esau. Esau hasn't letting us go. We're still, like the scriptures say, and he that steal the man, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. We're still found in Esau's hand, meaning what? Esau still has the children of Israel in his possession. And he won't let us go. We're not sovereign. We're not liberated from these devils. That's why we're feeling, that's why we're feeling this oppression. All right, that's why the curses are still upon us. And these devils make sure, all right, that they keep a foot on Jake's neck, man. All right, all the tribes, all the 12 tribes. All right. All right, but the point is, hey, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and the Lord hardened Esau's heart as well. All right. This is the reason why Esau wants to have everyone chipped. That's another way of him showing you that he don't want to let you go. He wants you to he wanted the children of Israel to be slaves to him forever. Okay? But he don't understand and know that excuse me. He don't understand and know that he's getting ready to go down and go down real fast. All right? Excuse me. I gotta bring out Daniel the 4th chapter. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set and set it up over it the basis of men," which we know the basis of men are the Edomites, man. Esau, Edom. All right? But the key thing in this verse is the Most High is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. He's the one that's given rulership to the different nations. All right? Whether it was, again, the Babylonians, the Syrians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks. Okay? The Most High is the one that set up these nations, man. All right? Esau's no different. All right? Esau, when he came into power as the Greeks, who do you think set him up? The Most High set him up. Did not the Most High give Alexander visions? Okay? And when it confirmed, all right, when you go into the story of Alexander, the first king of Greece, and how he was conquering, and then how he came into the Holy Land, and the vision that he had, that he that it came to pass once he entered into the land of Israel, when he entered into Jerusalem. All right, that's why the scriptures say that. Matter of fact, I'll just get it. At least Proverbs 21. Get it, Proverbs 21:1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will." All right, the Most High was with Alexander coming into power and taking down Darius of the Persians and Medes. All right, that's something that men forget. All right, they think that they in power because they can. You look at man, they get these. They get into power. They get this. This big head when they sit on the throne. All right, and they think that by their great strength or great might that they came into power. That's why the Most High kept reminding, Nebuchadnezzar that, hey, I'm the one that set you up in power. By my power have you been set up in this ruling seat. The Most High kept reminding him too. All right, even when he turned him into a beast, and Nebuchadnezzar thought he was a beast of the field, he was, even growing hair and fur and feathers like a beast, man. All right, out there eating grass and shit. And when the Most High brought him from that, he knew that the Most High Yahweh existed, that he exists. He acknowledged the power of heaven. Showing you how powerful the Most High is, man. By turning him into to believing he's and living like a beast of the field, man. Okay, but Esau, Esau is the same way. He's like a beast. He's like a beast because that's how he goes about throughout the earth. All right, when he's destroying nations and spilling all this blood that he spilt. Revelation, the 13th chapter, goes into the beast. When you look up the beast, it says a beast like man, and that's Esau, man. All right? And the Most High is going to put Esau down like a wild beast. All right? There's no difference. He's going to put you down, Esau, like he did the other kingdoms that stood. The Most High got you under control, man. All right? And that's the reason why we're watching your rulership come to a rapid end. This is 2nd Ezra 6, and starting at verse 7. It says, 2nd Ezra 6 and 7, it says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall the end, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it? Yeah, when are the times or the rulership, all right, when the rulership is going to change? When the age of Esau is going to be over. Excuse me, in other words. All right? Because right now we're living in the age or rulership of Esau. Verse 8, it says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so Esau is ruling. All right, the red man that's hairy all over like a garment. All right, which is, he called himself white. He called himself, the so-called, they think they the so-called, or we say the so-called Jews, because they're the chief tribe of the house of Esau, Edom. They're in rulership, man. All right? They're the ones ruling. All right? And you see the sons of Jacob being raised up before they see us being raised up before their very eyes. And Esau's getting nervous because, you know why? Us being raised up is a sign of him coming down. All right? Esau didn't want Ezekiel the 37th chapter to take place. But he had no power over that. Matter of fact, he really, in all reality, he has no power. All right? Let me get that real quick. I quoted earlier. Let's go to it. The Romans the 13th chapter. Romans 13:1, it says, Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. All right? So the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Verse 2, Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. See, when you know that the powers that be, which are the Edomites, the Edomite elites, which are the so-called Jews, those Jewish central banking families, all right, they were ordained in the Most High. They're not doing anything special or display power that no man had ever displayed. Hell no. They're just vessels, just like the rest of us. The Most High, all right. The Most High is the potter, and we're the potter's vessel. We're the potter's vessels. Okay. Let's go to the word ordained. See what it says for ordained.
Strong's G 5021. Tasso.
It says to put in order, to station, to place in a certain order, to arrange, to assign a place, to appoint. Remember, hey, Job 14:5 again. The Most High have appointed bounds that he cannot pass, right? It says to assign, appoint a thing to one, to appoint, ordain, order, to appoint on one's own responsibility or authority, to appoint, mutually agree upon. Which there was no, the Most High didn't agree with no Edomites. Of course not. But the point is, hey, the Most High ordered the nations the way the nations are. Whomever nation that was on top, or that was put on top, they were put on top of the Most High, and the nations outside of that nation, all right, or nations that was ruling, they were subject to that rulership of whomsoever the Lord put in rulership. All right, whoever the Most High put as the ruler, the rest of the nations had to be subjects up under them. All right, and that's the reason why, the most the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. All right, hey, men don't rule shit. Though you sit in the ruling, though a man may sit in the ruling seat, yet he's still not in control. All right. If that was the case, Esau would wipe us all out. All right, because you gotta remember, Esau wants that blessing back. All right, Esau wants to do away with the children of Israel. All right, along with the rest of the nations, man. All right, pursuant to Psalms 83rd chapter, they really want to cut us off from being a nation, man. Like, not just knowing that we're Israelites, but our very existence. All right, these Edomites, they hate Jake, man. They hate the sons of Jacob, man. Because we're the righteous seed, and they're the wicked seed. All right, this is good versus evil. All right, and this is the reason why it bothers Esau when we prophesy and tell him the downfall of his society. This gets to Esau. You see? Because keep in mind, he don't want to come down on power. But it's a must he come out of power. According to the scriptures, the Most High is going to surely put him down. All right? And we believe that. Do we know the time the Most High is going to put him down? No, we don't know the exact time, but they are prophetic signs that were given. And keep in mind that the Most High, I'll get that too, the Most High have kept that in his own power. All right, let's go to the book of Acts 1, because even Yahweh Shai himself have to wait on the Most High's go. And the scriptures say that the day of vengeance burned within his heart. All right, this is what Yahweh Shai said, man. The day of vengeance burned within his heart, man. But yet he has to wait as well on the Most High's go. Because why? The Most High kept that in his own power. All right. Acts 1 and starting at verse 6, it says, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Right. Is this a time that the Lord is going to, the Heavenly Father is going to establish the nation of Israel in the ruling seat, in the power? Verse 7, and he said unto them, he being Yahushua, right? And you see it's in red. It says, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. See? So, everything is ordered, or under the ordinance, all right, I should say. Everything is under the ordinance of the Most High's order. All right, how the Most High arranged it, I should say. If I'm wording it a little crazy schlocky, everything is arranged or ordered according to how the Most High wants it. So you'll understand. All right, so when it's time for Esau to come down, all right, he's going to come down. once the Most High loose those angels, and the plagues, which are the plagues are already starting, and these plagues just overtake this place. The ultimate plague being the missiles. All right, when all hell break loose, that's when you gonna know when the Most High let those angels loose. That's holding back to the wind, which is the destruction. And when you see that all hell is breaking loose, Jacob's time of trouble is full on, you're gonna know, man, shit gonna happen real fast. Cause this place is gonna come down overnight, damn near how fast it's gonna overtake this place. Okay? That's why the scriptures say here is the patience and faith of the saints. Because we're patiently waiting for this man to come down. And the word patience going into suffering. We just have to suffer in the last days of this man's rulership until the Most High just bring him on down. All right? But this is our patience and this is our faith. All right? We believe, all right, that this man's getting ready to come down real soon. All right, according to prophecy. All right, the prophetic signs that are given. All right? And Esau, there's nothing you can do about it. All right, it's nothing. All right, it's nothing that Esau can stop or prolong. All right, hey, when the Most High bring that last curtain call, it's over, man. All right. So with that, that's all I have for you for right now. Lord willing, this short video have been edifying to those of you who may have listened and tuned in. And the next time, I want to say to you, Akim out there, Shalom, and the Bob Abal. All right, Shalom, Akim.